channel. It's December 4th. All in all, it's been a fairly slow day. It's been rainy here, so the weather's been bad. I had to go out in it for a while and carry in a load of wood and do a few things, but not too much, thankfully. And I ended up being able to start writing much earlier in the day. I started around 6, and I've been writing pretty consistently until just a little bit ago. It's a little after 9 now, so I was pleased with that. The writing last night went well. I was able to finally end that scene that I had been working on, and I made it through the difficult scene that I had mentioned in the video yesterday. I wrote a scene earlier this evening, not long after I started, which I really like. And as I mentioned before, for me, I really enjoy writing these sequences that are dreams that these characters have occasionally. There's been a couple so far in the rough draft, and the one I wrote this evening I really like. It gets further into the plot, but as I've also mentioned, there's a time traveler in this story, and so time plays a role, and so this dream is more of a premonition, but it's not linear in the sense that the premonition is just a possibility of the future rather than it being this fixed, series of events that's going to occur. So, but I really like how it turned out overall. But I wanted to go ahead and shoot this video and get it taken care of so that I'd have the rest of the night to get back into the writing. I did notice that some of you who are subscribed here had left a comment on that video that I mentioned last night. So for those of you who did, thank you very much. I'm sure that she appreciates the words and the support. Yeah, there's really not a lot more that I wanted to add here. I just want to try to get back to the writing soon enough. I'm going to eat again. That's really about all. Like I said in a previous video, there are some updates that I want to get into in the future about the channel and things that I'm doing, but it's not going to be in this video. I don't have the time. I didn't have the time, and I didn't take the time to sketch it out to try to include it. And there's still some groundwork that I need to lay with some networking and things that I'm trying to do. So I'm just not ready. So yeah, I hope all of you are well. For those of you who are continuing your stories or are writing something, I hope that your words are coming. The piece that I mentioned, the dream, I really considered trying to read it for this evening in this video, and I would have, but there again, with time, I didn't want to sacrifice the time to try to fix it and edit it and then do it. I didn't get as much writing done yesterday as I wanted to because, like I said, my schedule was all screwed up. So my main goal for today is to devote time and attention to the writing, but if tomorrow goes well and I can stay ahead with things, I'd like to try to do it for tomorrow, or at least in the next few days. So that'll be something for the future. One last thing I will mention, the video that I linked last night and that channel, if you go to that person's Twitter, she actually does a series of like handmade Christmas cards, and they're really beautiful. And she's got a form that you can sign up with, like you have to give your address and stuff. But if you do that, then she will send you one. So if you're like me and you live in isolation and you talk to maybe 2 or 3 people a month or whatever, like you think it would be neat to get something in the mail from another person, you know, a Christmas card, then you can search that out and sign up. If I have time and I remember, I'll put the link to it on to her Twitter and to the form that you have to fill out. So there again, for any of you who are interested, that'll be there. I mentioned the other day, there again, I'm still doing the stuff on Twitter. It's still weird to me trying to negotiate it, and there's still that skewed element of following versus followers. However, for whatever reason, I've gained a few extra recently. I think now I'm up to like 38, which is kind of neat. Having said that, another trend I've noticed on Twitter is there are a lot of bots on there. Just these weird accounts where they post like every hour and it's mostly spam. Or they're posting things that someone else posted. So, I mean, it's just a part of being online, I guess. But those accounts, I'm not following back. You know, if it's an actual person and they have something to say, particularly if it deals with writing or something that I'm interested in, then yeah, I'll normally follow back. But I don't want my feed filled with spam. Usually I only post like 2 or 3 times a day at max. I mean, you know, and that's spread out over a period of hours. I'll usually post a picture with a quote, and I'll post the update when I'm getting my video done, and if I find something in my feed that I think is noteworthy, I might, you know, post that as well, but otherwise I try to keep it to a minimum. So yeah, I'm just rambling now, and this video is running longer, and I need to get back on track with what I'm trying to do. But yeah, all in all, I was pleased with the writing so far today, and I want to get back to it. So take care. I hope that all of you are having a positive holiday and that your stories are going okay. Thank you for your time and attention. Have a good night.